May I come in, sir?
Yes, please.
Good morning, sir. Good morning,
Please
sir.
have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Vivek Aishwarya Verma.
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Some introductory remarks by you about yourself.
Yes, sir. Sir, I was born in Madhya Pradesh and I have my earlier education in the Madhya Pradesh only. Due to transferable nature of my father's job, I have had the opportunity to visit some new places.
Okay.
I have done my higher schooling and graduation both from Uttarakhand. I have done my
From Uttarakhand.
Yes, sir. I have done BTech in electrical engineering. My hobbies include playing chess and I have a keen interest in cricket also. I was also a part of cricket university team during my university days.
Very nice. So why electrical engineering from Govind Vallabh Pant University? Why this idea of abandoning engineering as a vocation and getting into civil services?
Sir, I found that civil services, the ambit of the civil services is much diverse and challenging. That's what attracted me towards the services. Yes, electrical engineering is also a very good profession and I could have easily taken that. But due to the more diverse and challenging nature of the civil services is what attracted me towards this job.
But I strongly feel that even in the civil services, there is a great move towards specialization and less emphasis on being jack of all trades, right?
Yes, sir. To some extent, due to complexity of the job, and the nature and the complexity of the job in the present time is increasing. For example, digitization is happening, and some specific fields are also evolving day by day. So yes, the time does demand that there needs to be some specific specialization in the civil services as well. But this can be done through proper training at regular intervals after recruiting the candidates as per the job requirements in whichever field they go.
Okay. Why this emphasis on capacity building? What is the need?
Sir, as I highlighted in
There's a capacity building commission. Heard about that?
Sorry, sir, I have not.
Under the Mission Karm Yogi.
Okay, sir.
You're not aware?
Sir, I have heard about Mission Karm Yogi.
What is the meaning of capacity building?
So, capacity building means enhancing the skills and the shaping a person as per the requirement of the job.
So capacities are lacking in civil services. That's why they are emphasizing on that.
No, sir. It is in order to streamline the already existing skills into a particular direction to increase the efficiency of the job.
Only streamline, not augmenting skills?
No, sir. Augmenting skills is also one of the components.
I think that is the basic,
yes,
fundamental. Sir. Okay. What is this issue regarding semiconductors? There's a lot of urgency.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of buzz is happening semiconductors.
Yes, sir.
What is the great need for semiconductors and why suddenly it has come in the center stage?
Sir, with more and more digitization happening, and this was somewhat got accelerated due to COVID also, the need for new devices has risen to a considerable extent. And the foundation of such devices is the semiconductor. And so,
you are an electrical engineer.
Yes, sir.
Semiconductors are used in these mobile phones also.
Yes, sir.
What do they do in the mobile phone? What is their function?
Sir, they are the integral part of the integrated circuits that forms the component of the mobile phone. For example, the integrated circuit chips, the motherboard of the mobile phone, or per se the other computing devices. They are the basic components.
Today, the finance minister has made a statement that this blockchain technology will also give scope for anonymity.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And anonymity is something which the policy makers are a little suspicious about. Why?
Sir, anonymity can give rise to many illegal activities as well.
Like what?
For example, money laundering and for example, the spreading of the hate speech that is also prevalent in the today's
No, but hate
world.
speech with blockchain technology, does it
No, sir, I am talking
Square
about
up.
hate speech with anonymity. And
This she said in context of blockchain,
yes, sir.
and that
Sir, this was also related to the upcoming central bank digital currency that is being coming
Right,
up.
right.
And anonymity can lead to many things like tax evasion, money laundering, such things. And tracking such thing would be difficult if anonymity is increased.
Pantnagar is based on whose name?
Sir, it is based on the name of its founder, Govind Vallabh Pant.
What was Govind Vallabh Pant's contribution?
So, first of all, he was one of the prominent freedom fighters, and he was the first chief minister of the United Province. And to commemorate his memory, the first agriculture university of India, Govind Vallabh Pant University of Agriculture and Technology.
Where was he from?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware.
Was he from Uttarakhand?
Yes, sir, he was from Uttarakhand, but
Uttarakhand.
exactly as I am not.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Aishwarya. Aishwarya, this is, what does it mean? Aishwarya, this is a girl's name or a boy's name or common?
Sir, it is true that.
Aishwarya Rai is an actress,
Yes, sir.
That's different spellings.
Almost same spelling.
Same spelling.
So spelling is same,
Aishwarya.
pronunciation is a bit different.
What is your pronunciation?
My pronunciation is Aishwarya,
Aishwarya.
and the girl's pronunciation is being popularized as Aishwarya.
The spellings are the same.
Yes, sir, spelling is more or
In
less the
Hindi,
same.
it is written differently.
Yes, sir, in Hindi it is written differently.
Aishwarya means?
Sir, prosperity.
Kya baat hai? You are Ghazal. So your father is the chief manager, Bank of Baroda.
Yes, sir.
I got my account in Bank of Baroda.
Yes, sir.
Earlier it was something else. Anyway, Bank of Baroda, I got a good old memories. So tell me, why are there all these bank scams? What does your father say to this? Such huge bank scams in India.
Yes, sir. Bank scams are a reality, as we have seen in some of the cases like PNB scam. It is due to a culmination of reasons. First is the laxity in the internal management of the bank, and some people are also involved in such cases. And apart from that, there are external factors like external political pressure and things. And due to lack of transparency, such scams are happening.
But they say Indian banks are tottering. Anytime all the banks can fail. They can be chaotic, isn't it?
Yes, sir, there are apprehensions in the market that banks can fail. That's why government is pursuing to make them strong by merging many banks, so that
Is merging of the banks a good business theory, good business practice, or just to hide? Government wants to hide its losses.
sir, it has both pros and cons. Pros can be the lending power of the bank can increase, due to which the investment can take a boost, and thus economic growth can also be increased. Apart from this, there are some issues as well regarding the bank mergers. One is, sorry sir, I am not able to recall.
Not very
as of
clear on
now.
this. You better learn on banks are a tough matter. Now, coming to another area, tourism. Ujjain. You were born in Ujjain?
Sir, my hometown is
Hometown.
Ujjain.
Ujjain
Yes,
is, of course, a spiritual place. Huh?
yes, sir.
But there was a big guy. There one UP gangster had gone there and was picked up. Who was that? He had
Sir,
surrendered
Vikas
in Ujjain.
Dubey.
Vikas Dubey.
Yes, sir.
Even the God could not protect him. Okay. Now, tell me about the space tourism. The two entrepreneurs are in race.
Yes, sir.
Can you speak something about them and the different technologies they are using?
Yes, sir. So the two entrepreneurs are, one is Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla, and other is Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. They are increasingly pursuing the space tourism as the next avenue of tourism. Even a few days back, Jeff Bezos also visited the space in his Shepard aircraft.
Yes. Where do they go? How high they go and what thrill they get?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about
Space
the
tourism.
exact
They go to
height.
the other edge of the space. You read about that.
Yes, sir.
And tell me now, Zomato CEO, some time back, he quoted a controversy. He says, we will deliver in 10 minutes anywhere, anything ordered.
Yes, sir.
Is that a good? He was criticized also. What do you think about that? 10 minutes you deliver the order given through Zomato.
Sir, if it is based on some pragmatic studies and backed by the infrastructure capacity, then it can be a progressive step. But if it is just a blank statement without any substantial backing, then it can be
But
questioned.
people thought it lead to accidents, crazy driving on Indian roads, which are already not so safe.
So that's why I'm saying that if it is backed by some substantial research and if
Okay,
all this
last
safety.
question about police. Police is your second preference.
Yes, sir.
So why is it your second preference?
Sir,
What makes you fall in love with police more than the other services?
yes, sir. Sir, the challenging domain of the police in the field is what attracted me towards the police service as well.
What is so challenging in police?
Sir, unpredictability of the job and the some of the challenges that arrive on a day-to-day basis, for which you are not well prepared in advance, and some spontaneous challenges. That's what.
But you can be that's good, but that's nice. But you can be under tremendous pressure. Like government asks you to arrest someone, get somebody released. Like the last few days drama you have been
Yes,
seeing
sir.
on television.
Yes, sir.
3 state police forces are on the spin
Yes, sir.
and under somebody's orders.
Yes, sir.
So is it a good, as a youngster, would you like to compromise your conscience, your ethics for a job?
Sir, I would like to perform my job with full integrity and under the law. That's what my target would be.
And if they ask you to do a wrong thing, what will you do? What decision would you take?
Sir, first of all, if it is legally wrong, then I would first try to persuade them that this is not legally correct and it can have repercussions as well. But if even it is pursued that a legally wrong move is taken, then I would not take
Say
it.
no. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Verma,
Yes, sir.
what are the ethics of an administrator?
Sir, as per me, the primary ethics is the integrity to the job. Whatever principles one have to adhere it no matter what the circumstances are surrounding. Second is honesty, and third is leadership. Leadership in the sense that he have to cover a very large ground in which multiple people are available. So to guide them in the right direction and constantly keep them motivated is one of the tasks for an administrator.
Good. So, and you are electrical engineer.
Yes, sir.
Tell me how much is our total demand of the country?
Sir, as of a few days back, India has reached a peak demand that is around 201 gigawatt. But on an average, it has hovered around 190 to 200 gigawatt in the past year.
And how much we get from coal? How much from renewable source of energy? And
Sir, as per power statistics at a glance report by Power Ministry in February 2022, around 57% of our present energy needs is coming from coal. And if I include, if I talk about renewable power, for example, if I include hydropower as well, then around 36% is from renewable energy at present.
at COP26,
Yes, sir.
our Honorable Prime Minister made some commitment,
Yes, sir.
for renewable energy. What was that?
Sir, the biggest commitment was to achieve the net carbon neutrality by 2070.
No, I am asking only for have you listened my question?
Yes, sir. About renewable energy. Sir, he has targeted around 500 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2030.
Can we achieve that?
Sir, if we work on mission mode and plug the loopholes that are presently in the system, then yes, we can achieve. I believe we can achieve.
How many missions we have in the climate change action plan?
So there are
National plan.
8 missions under National Action Plan for Climate Change.
Okay. You are, your subject was optional was geography.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me geography of Madhya Pradesh? How much area? How much is, sex ratio, population, climate, vegetation?
Yes, sir.
Some geographical facts of Madhya Pradesh.
So may I take a moment?
Sure.
Sir, if I talk about physical geography of Madhya Pradesh, then it is divided into 5 main zones. One is, if I talk about northwest, then it is called as Malwa region. The northern region is called as the Bundelkhand region. The northeastern region is Baghelkhand region. The southern region is a part of Narmada Son Valley. This is. Apart from, if I talk about demography of Madhya Pradesh, first of all, 30%, it has the largest forest cover as far as area is concerned. It is around 30%. Apart from this, it has the highest tribal population in India. Around 21% of its population belongs to tribal category, with Bhil and Gond being the prominent tribal communities in Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, very good. Last question. How many national park you have in Madhya Pradesh?
So there are 10 national parks in Madhya Pradesh.
Thank you.
Aishwarya, you are a student of geography. You
Yes,
opted
sir.
for geography
Yes,
for civil service. Tell us the latest rivers to have been linked under the river linking project.
So may I have the question repeated?
River linking project, are you aware of the
Yes,
river
sir.
linking project?
Yes, sir.
What are the rivers that have been linked so far?
Sir, one prominent link has been the Ken-Betwa link in Madhya Pradesh only. And apart from this, there has been plan to join the Mahanadi river with the Godavari river, but it has not been executed fully.
In case of Ken-Betwa, has there been any negative consequence of the linking?
Sir, it is too early to comment on the exact consequences of the linking, but there are some apprehensions regarding the linking that it can affect the flow of the river, which can affect the biodiversity living. So this region is prominent for ghadials, which lay the eggs in the river beds. So there are some concerns regarding the biodiversity as well and the ecological flow as well.
What is human geography?
So human geography studies the attributes of the human with their physical environment, and various demographic factors such as population, the sex ratio, various demographic attributes.
You belong to Ujjain.
Yes, sir.
Ujjain is a historically a very significant place.
Yes, sir.
What is the historical significance of Ujjain? It has been the seat of one of the greatest kings also.
Yes, sir.
Tell us something about
So
Ujjain.
first of all, it is most famous for one of the 12 Jyotirling Mahakaleshwar temple, and it also hosts one of the largest festive gathering, Sinhast, every 12 years. If I talk about the prominent kings, one is the Vikramaditya king of Ujjain was very prominent. However, he was not a particular king. There were a series of kings which has used Vikramaditya as a title, but most it is attributed to Chandragupta II. Apart from this, it has observatory, a Jantar Mantar which was built by Savai Jai Singh. And it is also known as city of temples because apart from Mahakaleshwar temple, there are other plethora of various other temples that has made Ujjain a very spiritual place.
Electrical vehicle, a lot of euphoria is there around electric vehicle.
Yes, sir.
What are the challenges in the implementation of electric vehicle in India?
So first and foremost, which is being talked about nowadays is the explosion in the electric vehicle, which is caused due to faults in the battery. That can happen due to a variety of reasons, due to physical stress, thermal stress and overcharging. Second is the availability of the battery, because India has do not have the large reservoir of the lithium, due to which the availability of lithium ion batteries can be a challenge. Third is the tandem between the electric vehicle and the structure of the electric vehicle and the batteries. These both will be created by different companies. So to bring coherence between the two and follow the safety protocols is one of the challenges as well.
Nothing regarding the charging infrastructure?
Yes, the charging infrastructure is also issue, because charging of electric vehicle takes a time. So if someone is on a very long journey, then the availability.
Coming to battery, like what is the type of battery that is proposed to be used in electric vehicle? Type of battery. What is the type of battery which is meant to be used for electric vehicle?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware. What the
Lithium, you were talking about
Yes,
lithium,
sir.
no? So lithium ion battery.
lithium
And who are the potential exporters of lithium?
Sir, the Latin American countries which is famous for the lithium triangle, one of which is Bolivia, is one of the prominent country which exports lithium.
24th April, is a very significant date.
Yes, sir.
From the point of view of polity, Indian
Yes, sir.
Indian polity. Can you explain us?
Sir, 24th April was celebrated as National Panchayati Raj Day. It is to commemorate the 73rd Constitutional Amendment, which made Panchayati as the third tier of the Indian Constitution.
And Panchayati Raj Week was also celebrated. National Panchayati Raj Week. Are you aware of that?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware.
Okay. Mr. Verma, you were talking about something NPA. What
sir.
government has done to control this NPAs? Any measure taken by the government?
Yes, sir. Government has brought the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016 for faster resolution of non-performing assets. And recently, the bad bank that government has proposed, an asset reconstruction company, has also come into action to buy the bad banks from the to buy the non-performing assets from the bank and try to find the prospective buyers with a proper valuation.
Recently, they have also come up with a board, no? Bankruptcy board, Insolvency Bankruptcy Board.
IBBI, yes.
What is the role of that?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about the exact details.
And there is another concept they are using, information utilities. Have you heard about this? Are they related anyway with this?
Sir, I have heard about it, but I am not able to recall right now.
Okay. Recently, this RBI rather has changed monetary policy. What is the objective of this, and what are the changes? What changes they have done in the monetary policy?
Sir, in the scheduled monetary policy meeting,
it was scheduled.
Sir, the earlier one that happened, the last one was scheduled. They were not significant changes, but recently, and another meeting took place in which certain measures were taken.
It was a scheduled meeting, or
no, sir? It was not a scheduled meeting.
So what was the urgency?
So urgency was the rising food inflation. For example, if I talk about the primary role of RBI is inflation targeting, where it targets to keep inflation from 2 to 6%. But in February, March and April, the inflation is rising very highly. For example, in February it was 6%.
But if you analyze the data on inflation, you will find most of the contributor in this inflation are food grains.
Yes, sir.
So how these policy measures will tackle those? Because they are more targeting the demand side. Do you see it's a demand side problem or a supply side problem?
Sir, it is both. First, if I talk about demand side, due to the Ukraine crisis, the demand of the food grains has also increased. But it has also been due to supply side because due to heat waves, the production of the wheat has also taken a downfall, as was highlighted in the yesterday's statement as well, that the wheat production has fallen from around 7 million tons. So there are problems with both related to supply side as well as demand side as well.
Your father is working with Bank of Baroda.
Yes, sir.
What is the share price of Bank of Baroda?
Sir, it is 115 as of yesterday.
As of yesterday. Very aware. Very good. Last question. I just want to know, you have been the captain of cricket team as well.
Sir, not captain. I was a member. Yes,
member of the cricket team. There was a lot of talk about the legalizing of this betting in cricket.
Yes,
What's
sir.
your take on that? Should it be legalized? What are pros and cons of this?
Sir, as per me, I think betting should be legalized, but with certain safeguards. For example, if I take one safeguard, for example, that only people who pay income tax and are above a certain income bracket can participate in the betting. It can have both pros and cons. One is the pros can be the revenue that is presently being generated from the illegal sources can now be streamlined for the development of the economy.
Any player would like his game to be based on betting or on the performance of the cricketer?
Sir, I think performance of the cricketer is primary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, Aishwarya,
Yes, sir.
one last question about Ujjain.
Yes, sir.
Since Ujjain will form a very prominent part of your DAF,
Yes, sir.
why is Lord Shiva called Mahakal?
So there are two interpretations to it.
Yes.
One is the time begins from Lord Shiva, and second interpretation is that the Lord Shiva is beyond time. These are the two interpretations that have earned him the title.
I think
as
the
Mahakal.
latter interpretation is more true. That Lord
Yes,
Shiva
sir.
cannot be confined
to a particular time.
in the in the construct of time.
Yes, sir.
He came before time and he will surpass time.
Yes, sir.
So that is the concept of Mahakal.
Yes, sir.
Tell me who destroyed the Mahakal temple in 13th century?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of this.
Iltutmish
Okay, sir.
during the Delhi Sultanate.
Yes, sir.
Iltutmish also is called.
Yes, sir.
Who made Qutub Minar?
No, that was Qutubuddin Aibak. This is Iltutmish.
Yes, sir.
Please read about
Yes,
it.
sir.
Okay, you can step out. I'll call you again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.